and we'll touch on that with the one that follows it, which is about languages and mismatched translation. There are words which transcend national and international boundaries, and those are quite easy, but providing support when you have language differences becomes complex. I can just about manage to support my Paris partners because I speak enough French to be able to keep going in a meeting and understand what they're talking about. But when I get into Brussels and they decide to lapse into Walloon, I've lost it. I've no idea. It could be actually Swahili as far as I'm concerned. And so, and you will find, I've sat through meetings where there will be a side said between two people in their own national language, and you're thinking, and it, you know, I'm rumbustious enough to go, what the hell was that you said? But it's not always easy for the guy on the help desk to do that. So we have some really interesting challenges that go with languages, mismatched translations, and how do you do it. We also have some interesting requirements in there, which are, we are very, and I know you are here, in our office in London, we are very non-hierarchical. There are no people to whom you have to be particularly deferential. There are one or two who are quite noisy, and you learn to try and evade their noise, but there's nobody that you need to be particularly overtly deferential to. That is not true in every European country. And I had a complaint from our Paris partner who rang me up, and he said, I said to him, well, Anton, what's the problem? He said, everything is absolutely perfect, Janet. He said, everything's absolutely perfect, but I must talk to you about, and then he named somebody on the help desk. So I said, well, what's the problem? Thinking to myself, well, I can't see there's going to be a problem with this one, because this particular help desk operator happens to be a fluent French speaker. So he said, yes. He said, when she answered the phone to me, she said, good morning. Yes, I said, thinking, okay, I'm a bit worried now, where's this going to go? He said, she should have said, good morning, sir. I said, I'm sorry, we don't say good morning, sir, in London. You're going to have to live with the fact that she said good morning. So he said, I shall have to make special arrangements. My boss. He's going to have a little recorded voice saying sir at the end of each sentence. And the last bit you get, of course, is this bit, which is actually very true, and Singapore brings it home for me a lot. We run quite a contained and controlled system. We are only 1,250 people. If you look at some of the big UK practices, they are 4,000 or 5,000 people strong. But one of the things that I've noticed is that I've had to give some control to Singapore, because actually they need to be able to fix the printer on the ground. So we need to buy printers that work for them there, where we can find somebody reliable to look after them. And you get a bit of a mismatch of concern with the, well, London says it works this way, to rewrite all of my Word templates to cope with a different printer manufacturer, for instance. So there are lots of things that go with the internationalisation piece which create concerns and cause anxiety for us running the systems.